Todd Howard has been asleep at the wheel for far too long. The Elder Scrolls franchise has gone neglected for far too long. First, he drops a trailer 7 years ago, then goes and makes Space Daggerfall, re-releases Oblivion, Fallout 4, and New Vegas, all within 2025. Over the past year or so, I've taken it upon myself to try various Scrolls-likes, action RPGs with a massive open world, fun combat, and cool quests to fill that void in my heart. Today, we're trying Chinese Skyrim, or Where Winds Meet. My friends and I, along with half the internet, have been anticipating the hell out of this game, and today, we're going to give it an honest shake with 15 hours of gameplay. I reached out to them, and with my super omega popularity and fame, I was able to get early access. I was already planning on playing this with my friends, so when they reached out and asked if I wanted to partner for this video, I said hell yeah. If you're interested in checking out Where Winds Meet at any point during this video, make sure to use my link in the description to support the channel. This is a free action open world RPG. Last game I've played like that was the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, but this game is a little bit newer. I've been given permission to be as honest as I'd like for this review, so without further ado, let's begin. Listen, man, speaking as a former baby, I don't think I would be sleeping that peaceful in a thunderstorm like that. Ah, look at this. Okay, we got the detailed, which is like the Skyrim UI. You know, you've got like the actual door icon. It tells you exactly where you need to go. You got moderate, which is more like Oblivion, where it has like the general direction of where you need to go, but not an actual marker on the door. And minimal. Holy, they have a hardcore mode? That's kind of cool. You like die and you lose your whole character forever? I'm definitely not doing that, but that's cool for like a challenge. Okay, we got like the Batman QuickTime events. I love bamboo forests. Like whenever I play Minecraft, that's where I always make my houses. What the hell is this? I get the impression this guy might be a boss. Whoa, dude, I like this. I like how this feels. Uh-oh, boss time. So am I playing a character that's like fully kitted? I imagine, like this is probably like a max level character for you to like learn. Megaphone, hit him. Oh! Easy enough to understand. Uh-oh. That's gonna make him go back alive, isn't it? The Firefly of Doom. Ew. Is this my past? It's this guy. He controls the fireflies.
A butterfly.
Don't touch it if it's purple. Oh my god. Is my guy gonna kill the butterfly? Oh, he killed his own niece. Oh, never mind. Okay. Never mind. I guess that little kid was me. Oh my god. Look at all these customization. Okay, I'm not touching any of this because I am horrible at designing characters. Dude, look at this guy's aura. Tell me this isn't the craziest dude you've ever seen. After we've created our character, we're shown sparring with a man outside our home. He's able to get the better of us and take our Jade Amulet, something that was constantly mentioned in the introduction as being stolen by this dude. We're now tasked with taking Ruby to the main city so she can buy a storybook, and we venture out into the open world. Immediately, Ruby almost gets shot in the head by an archer who apologizes and teaches us how to slow down time. These enemies? Oh my god. Okay, so there's two major regions. The second region is unlocked after level 32. God damn. Well of Heaven is a faction. Inkbound Order, that's the faction of the archer guy. So these are all the factions you can join. There are a lot. Oh my god, look at how many there are. That bear seems to know martial arts. What? Complete. I stole Tai Chi from a bear. Huh! Level 1 of 20. Okay, so you have to level up your swords, which all have different abilities, all do different things, have different passives and stuff. There's so much progression for each weapon. It's actually kind of crazy. And there's combos? Oh, that does a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. I see it. I see it on my mini-map. There's a boss. I picked up the boss. Easy peasy. Aha. This looks like a dungeon, man. Like, I don't know if I can be doing this by myself. I figure out this dungeon later with the help of one of my friends.
Yeah, I saw that comment. Helly, I'm cheddar fingers. That was in mine. Yeah, okay, so I think that one has to be
This one has to be pushed in, I think.
So maybe just trial and error, just push every single one in and out on the right wall.
Oh my god.
There you go.
For now, though, I head to the main city where I find Ruby has entered me into an arena dueling competition. Takes me a minute to learn the rules, but we're able to take down the dude we need to and get some loot. I do a little exploring around the city and discover a hidden dungeon in the catacombs. I honestly would have missed this completely if not for these notes lying around, but this one had some pretty cool mechanics with explosive barrels, burning vegetation, and a big old boss at the very end. Classic dungeon design we all know and love. I tried to take on a world boss with my friend, but we weren't quite ready yet.
I can't, like, bro! I dodged that! I don't know if we can do this.
Yeah, this might be too much. Getting back on track with the main story, we meet with Ruby again and a new character, Guang. We're given the option to explore more of the location or proceed to the next stage of the main story. I've already done most of what I can here, so I continue on to meet with my Auntie Han. This person's my aunt? She's so much younger than me. We learn a bit about the capital city that my character seems eager to visit, along with the tale of a villain known as Killer Blade. This guy is apparently so powerful he can cut a mountain in two and is somewhere in the area. Okay, this guy is tough. Oh my god.
Better luck in your next
He just
life.
destroyed me.
I am Killer Blade.
This is the guy that's like splits mountains with his sword? Oh my god, I just got eaten by a zombie. I'm getting just railed by these guys. There's something shooting like fireballs at... Okay. Whoa, holy treasure room. Dude, this is kind of creepy. I know we're in like a clinic and these are like medical dummies, but kind of weird to look at. Where the hell are we? What is this place? Assist? Uh-oh. Is there a boss up here? Is this the Firefly guy? Nope.
Going to stand there.
Auntie Han? What the hell? How come my aunt's like a insanely powerful being? What the hell is going on here? Oh my god. Okay, that must have been a vision, because like I did not get the vibes that my aunt, the barkeep, was like a Dark Souls boss. After fighting a version of Auntie Han, we've been able to absorb some more martial arts concepts and attack patterns. There's also this guy who's a face sculptor, just like you can find in Riften. However, in this game, there's a bit more lore behind it. These zombie dudes down here all underwent a face change operation, but it was botched to some degree. This drove them underground and in hiding, and over time, slightly insane. There's quite a creepy atmosphere around this quest with like mannequins and stuff, so I was happy to get out of there and investigate Auntie Han's house. However, Killer Blade has been following me the whole time, and we're forced to work together to overcome an ambush and locate Auntie Han. Okay, yeah, this guy is nuts. This Killer Blade guy. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, well, the traps actually hurt in this game. Unlike every Elder Scrolls game ever, where the traps are like, you can just ignore them and they don't do anything. Yeah, I'm gonna just let him handle this, because, I don't know, he's just like OP as hell. I don't even know that Ruby was captured. They don't mention that at all. They just talk about Aunt Han being captured. Uh-oh, looks like a boss fight. Look at all these assist signposts down here. Dude, this horse is on roids. Look at how much muscle it has. I'm so cooked. Oh my god. I just got rolled. Oh my god, is that one of the purple thingies? Oh, don't tell me there's a phase 2. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna be good. Please don't wake up again. Oh my god, bro. She does know martial arts, and somehow she got to one-shot the horse. What is that? What was that? I thought there was like a player in my lobby or something. Now that this mysterious group of warriors has infiltrated our little town, Anti-Han begins preparations for an evacuation. We go down to our secret lair and grab a bunch of loot before we're forced to leave. I guess our guy has a secret base in the ruins of an underground city. This place looked pretty damn cool, but we'll come back here later. We meet up with Killer Blade before our journey to the next area, but watch as the same mysterious group of warriors land on the town's shore and begin their massacre. They're looking for something. What? We're not sure, but they're slaughtering the entire town for it. Not only is the town completely overrun, but there's a witch casting some kind of illusion, making it impossible to run away. We have to enter the city to help the citizens fight off the attacks and rescue as many townsfolk as we can. The only way to break this illusion and escape is for someone on the outside to guide the way. Our secret lair has a bunch of crap on top of it, but Ruby is small enough to squeeze through and fly her red cape to guide the villagers out. Unfortunately, the witch doesn't really like that and launches 80 million arrows at her and I think kills her. We don't see it, but I'm pretty sure she's dead. This makes our character go sicko mode, and along with Killer Blade, we fight the witch ourselves. Uh-oh. The hell is that? Like a helicopter weapon. Ow. Ow. Oh. Whoa, what is this boss arena, bro? Holy shit, this looks cool. Oh my god. Okay, this fight's going a lot better. I know her mechanics now. Oh, what did she just do? She banished me to the Shadow Realm? Get her! Go! Oh no, she's invincible. We did it! Oh my god, that was actually hard. That was one of the coolest boss fights I think I've ever done in like any video game ever. That looks so cool. After beating the witch, we wake up to realize we didn't beat her at all and are actually surrounded by a horde of enemies. Killer Blade and our character fight tooth and nail, and eventually he sacrifices himself to save us by blowing up hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of wine. We wake up as a horse, and yes, I was confused about this too. Am I a horse? We hear a preacher explain the story of Ruby and Killer Blade and how they sacrificed themselves to save the townsfolk. Luckily, our character didn't die, and we venture on the back of Ruby's horse into the next act of the story. That's how far I got in about 15 hours of gameplay. Obviously, there's a lot I didn't cover in this video for time's sake, but I'm really enjoying the story so far along with the fantastic cutscenes. Like, holy moly, do these look good or what? That final boss fight for Act 1 was so cool. One of the best boss fights I think I've done in any video game ever. Narratively speaking, there is quite an abundance of exposition. My friend who skipped through every line of dialogue got to this point in the main story after 7 hours of play. It took me 11. Both of us were doing side content and dungeons together, but if you're into an incredibly rich story and world, the main campaign does a fantastic job. So, should you play Where Winds Meet? For the price of $0, no RPG on the market beats this game in terms of sheer value. I'm going to give you my honest review after about 15 hours with all the things I think it does well, along with some things I hope to see in the future. Where Winds Meet has a robust dialogue system with almost everything fully voice acted. Besides that, there were a few times where my male character didn't have an audio file, so they used the female actor instead.
The door won't budge.
What now? Should I go back and find Blade?
What the hell? Why'd I just turn into a woman?
Yes, I could.
But 99% of the time, I had no issues with the voice acting. The questing in this game is pretty robust. There's bounty boards, world events, side quests, mini-games. There's a lot to do here. Additionally, about a dozen factions to join too. I joined one called the Midnight Blades, which is like a fighter's guild. They honor life and death, and you basically just need to kill people. Like, a lot of people. Each faction has a unique form of combat and skills you can train in, different quests, and unique rules you must follow to gain or lose reputation. Overland content in Where Winds Meet is a bit more calculated than in the Elder Scrolls. There's less points of interests and dungeons to explore. However, in this game, each dungeon has like a 30-minute story to complete, collectibles, and multiple boss encounters. The stories in these are also fantastic. There's a lot of environmental storytelling, puzzles, and notes to read to fill you in on the lore. My favorite dungeon I did was the Lunar Goddess one and its corresponding quest, Blind to the World. It's a sad story, but it's definitely worth doing once you unlock this area. I have a very good PC, but a lot of my friends don't, and they had over 120 FPS on ultra graphics. For how well this game looks, it's also insanely well optimized. The combat, holy moly, I don't know if I've ever played a game with combat this good. I've never played Dark Souls, so I have to assume this is similar, but this blows any fantasy RPG I've played out of the water tenfold. It's crisp, it's clean, there's a million weapons, all with multiple combat styles, abilities, combos, whatever. The level of customization is unreal, and it feels so good to play with. As far as my wish list goes, here are some things I hope they change in the foreseeable future. There's only 2 UI settings, off and on. On has far too many elements for my liking. It has a chat window at all times, even when playing by yourself. The top right is filled with notifications and rewards for you to collect, which is fine. I do end up claiming those rewards, but it breaks the immersion quite a bit. There's also pop-ups and stuff when events are going on, which for most players is probably good, but I prefer a more immersive solo playstyle, so it was a tad intrusive. My last and largest item on this list is a big ask, but I'd like to see the co-op systems tweaked. There's almost no open-world fantasy RPGs on the market with native co-op support. Where Winds Meet has it. However, from my experience, sometimes when you do a dungeon, it only counts for the host's character. You still get the loot and XP from that shared experience, but several times I had to run the same dungeon twice with my other friends so we could both get the progress on our maps. If you're planning to play this RPG by yourself, this isn't relevant to you, but if you want to play with friends, most story content has to be done solo, and some group content won't count for your character. I wish I could tell you what activities do this and which don't, but I'm not completely sure. Although I did end up partnering with Where Winds Meet for this video, it's something my friends and I have been frothing at the mouth to play for several months. Is it worth playing? Absolutely. I don't even see why you wouldn't just try it since it's 100% free. If you would like to spend money, everything for purchase is cosmetic and doesn't affect gameplay. It's basically Oblivion horse armor. There's so much to do. I can't do it justice by just telling you about it. If you're curious at all about this game, just check it out. It's literally on Steam, has over 100,000 concurrent players, and already has great reviews. Once again, huge thank you to Where Winds Meet for making this video possible, along with my members. If you'd like to show additional support to me and the channel, consider joining to get early access to videos, exclusive content and polls, and vote on what games I play next. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Frostbreak, and I hope to see you in the next one.